The Big 12 is making some big moves. Breaking news happened this week. I want to get into it. Welcome to Y Central. Let's go. So Ross Dellinger of Sports Illustrated came out with an article this week detailing some of the plans that the Big 12 has moving forward. Oklahoma and Texas just signed and agreed to leave early to the SEC. They were supposed to go in 2025. They're now going after in 2024. And Sports Illustrated is reporting that the Big 12 is reportedly, quote, set to aggressively pursue expansion. So let's talk about what's happening right now. The Pac-12 is in a bind. They aren't finding TV partners willing to pay their asking price. They don't have a media rights contract set up long term like the Big 12 does. Again, the Big 12 is with ESPN and Fox. The Pac-12 is without a home right now. The Athletic published an article recently about the Pac-12 situation that's really fascinating. In this article, there's a direct quote saying, "3 people with knowledge of the discussions said the Pac-12 commissioner is struggling to find partners willing to pay close to what the league is seeking. 2 of those sources say the commissioner overpromised his members on how many bidders there would be and what dollar amount they could command." Dennis Dodd of CBS Sports is also reporting that the new Pac-12 deal would be heavily reliant on streaming. In his reporting, it's described as, quote, unprecedented for a Power 5 conference and for whichever streaming giant becomes the first to more fully embrace college sports. The move would likely upset Pac-12 coaches, athletic directors, and administrators who rely on widespread visibility for their games via linear cable and network platforms for everything from athletic recruitment to university enrollment. So that's big. The Pac-12 is without a home. Reportedly, coaches, athletic directors, they're not happy. They're not happy because the Pac-12 commissioner oversold how many bidders there would be, what kind of command they could get, and then contrast that with the Big 12, who has put themselves in a great position with ESPN and Fox. Now that OU and Texas are gone to the SEC after this season, the Big 12 is open for business. Multiple reports from earlier in the year indicated that the Big 12 is interested in expanding, particularly in expanding west. In the summer, there were a lot of reports about the Big 12 potentially getting Utah, Colorado, Arizona, Arizona State, maybe Oregon, maybe Washington. USC and UCLA went to the Big 10. I think some Pac-12 schools were either holding on because they wanted to keep the Pac-12 alive, or they wanted to wait for an invite from the Big 10. But again, at this point, is the Big 10 expanding? And with the media rights not being worked out, what's the future of the Pac-12? Their 2 biggest brands, USC and UCLA, are gone. And the reports of athletic directors, coaches kind of being freaked out is crazy. The Pac-12 commissioner recently visited SMU. He's looking at San Diego State. They're looking at adding teams. I don't know. Now, it's clear that the Big 12, because they were aggressively pursuing some of these schools in the summer, it's clear they want to expand. That is a priority. With the Pac-12 being in limbo right now is a very good time to strike. Now, here's what I hope happens in the Big 12 in terms of expansion. First, let's talk basketball. Go get Gonzaga. Make it happen. They would be interested. Just have them as a basketball school, just like Notre Dame plays in the ACC in basketball. You don't need anything else. Just grab that basketball program. Second, right now in the Big 12, you have 14 teams. Once Texas and OU leave next year, you have 12. I'm adding 4 more. I go get Oregon, Washington, Colorado, and Utah. Those are my top 4. Arizona and Arizona State. Either one of those, I guess you could interchange. But I particularly want Oregon. As a BYU fan, I want Utah. Look, the Holy War needs to continue. I love the rivalry. Let's go grab Utah. Colorado now with Deion Sanders. I need him in the Big 12. And Oregon and Washington are solid all around. Arizona, great basketball school. Arizona State, pretty good football program. Any of those 6, if I'm the Big 12, I am aggressively pursuing. And if I'm any of those 6 programs, I'm really considering it. If this media rights reporting tells us anything, it's that the brand of the Pac-12 is not as valuable as they think it is. To close it out, my top 4: Utah, Oregon, Washington, Colorado. Get Gonzaga as a basketball school. Arizona and Arizona State as potentials. And let's go from there. It's so fun to be on the right side of expansion finally. We've been outside looking in for the past, forever. So it's great to be in a solid Power 5. The Big 12 leadership right now is killing it. What a great conference to be in. If I'm any of those Pac-12 schools, I am listening intently to any invitation offer the Big 12 has for them. Anyways, let me know what you think. Should the Big 12 expand? If they do, how many should they add? 2? 4? Who would you add? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Go Cougs.